My name is Hal Eisenberg. I am the Executive Director and Founder of Windows of Opportunity. Windows of Opportunity is a 501c nonprofit. It is an innovative empowerment program for youth. The word innovative is in there. It's because we do things differently. We create opportunities to teach kids about values and self-esteem and conflict mediation and how to obtain their dreams. And then after that, we give them the platforms to practice those skills. Shortstack is a teen-driven and founded modeling program. It is for girls who don't fit the normal modeling standards, ages 14 to 22. So they're not too tall, too thin, they're short, different shapes, different sizes. We teach girls to love themselves for who they are. It's an 8-month training program that starts in October of every year. And the ultimate goal of Shortstack is to change the standards in the modeling industry. We want it to be more inclusive. We want the industry to realize that girls of all shapes and sizes, if they love modeling and fashion, should have the right to be on the runway, and that should be the positive message that's being sent. Long story short is it's become Windows of Opportunity's biggest program. It has brought in a tremendous amount of money to fund the rest of our programs, such as our HIV/AIDS awareness program and our eating disorder program. It's taught me and reminded me that youth can make a difference if they're given that opportunity. Shortstack wasn't a program that I thought was actually really going to go anywhere. I thought it was a 15-year-old girl coming over to me, and I was just kind of supporting her to go after her dreams.
I started Shortstack. I'm the founder and program director of Shortstack. It started mainly just because I wanted to model, and it was always a dream of mine ever since I was really little. And you know, when I found out about the industry and about all the standards and I didn't fall into them and everything, it was always like in the back of my mind. It was always something that I wanted to do. So when I met Hal Eisenberg, the executive director of Windows, we started talking and everything, and the idea just came up and it just kind of went from there. On a weekly basis, we have rehearsals for about 2 hours, maybe 2.5 hours. For the first couple of months, we teach the girls about the industry, about the program, about Windows of Opportunity, about different designers and fashion, and they just get to know each other. We teach them about self-esteem, we teach them about HIV/AIDS, we teach them a whole curriculum. And then finally, you know, we start doing photo shoots, we teach them actually how to pose in front of a camera, and then we teach them how to walk the runway and everything, and we just continuously build on their confidence throughout the entire program.
That's honestly like one of my biggest fears, actually. No, it's not. And you know how like it happens like where you're awake kind of.
My name is Yvonne Gim, and people have low self-esteem these days. They see models and magazines and they want to be like them. They want to be skinny and thin, and then I mean, they have eating disorders. When you look at magazines and you see people who are stick thin and people who are photoshopped, and they don't realize that people in magazines are actually photoshopped, and they just want to be like them, and it's not realistic. They should come to Shortstack. Shortstack is the program where, I mean, if you don't fit the standards, you're not tall enough, you're not skinny enough, this is the program where we'll change that.
My name is Sophia Liu. It makes a difference in the world. You can make a statement. These things don't have to be one way. It could be more than one way. There's no standard that we have to follow. It's not about being someone that someone else wants you to be. It's about being someone that you want to be.
My name is Emily Garral, and modeling has always interested me ever since I was young. I think it's important because a lot of people don't have the self-esteem that they need to have to survive in the world and make a difference. And Shortstack and Windows of Opportunity, they're leadership programs. They show us the way of how to pave the society into a better place.
Because of the fashion industry and the standards that they set, you know, a lot of girls lose confidence and lose self-esteem, and they look through magazines and they see these girls that are like really thin and really tall and really gorgeous, and they think they need to live up to that. Shortstack needs to be there to tell them, like, no, you just need to be yourself.
My name is Tracy Mignoni. I am on the board of directors with Windows of Opportunity as their events planner, and I help run the Inner You Eating Disorders program. Shortstack is very near and dear to my heart. My daughter created it when she was 15 years old. She is my boss. She can fire me. I ground her though. It's an amazing program, it really is, and the fact that my daughter started it makes me very proud. She started it because she wanted to always be a model since she was a little girl. She was performing for us, and when she found out from the pediatrician she wouldn't be more than 5 feet, 5'1", it devastated her. Meeting Hal at that time of her life was really a good thing because everything to him is possible, and Shortstack was born from that.
I'm Tanya Rios. I'm the assistant program director for Shortstack. I actually, surprisingly, wasn't even really too interested in modeling up until Olivia Mignoni brought up the idea. She's my best friend. It was always her dream to model, but she felt like, you know, because of her height, it was never going to happen. And then she thought of the idea to make Shortstack, and I was like, you know what, like, that sounds really cool.
I always wanted to do something in modeling or photography, but I never thought that I could be a runway model because of my height. One of my friends showed me Shortstack, and I was so excited, so I tried out. It's a really great program.
I've always felt people had to be pretty to model, but I've always had an interest myself. It's been like a journey trying to find my way to the modeling industry.
We are accepted for our height and our body shapes, and that's how we're allowed to show ourselves and our talent. I really love modeling, but getting out to the modeling industry as a 5'3" model, it's really difficult. Walking down the runway is amazing.
I was a Shortstack model, and although I'm not with the agency anymore, the effects of it still stays with me. I remember my senior year of high school, we had to do so many performances, and I used to be so nervous about getting up on stage in front of everyone. But actually, when I joined Shortstack, like, they really helped boost up my confidence, and I was able to like get up on stage and sing to people. Like, the effects weren't only through the modeling, but it also affected me in like other things that I did in my life. And I thought that was great.
Shortstack is an organization which provides young girls the opportunity to model because it's for petite models. I enjoy getting all dolled up and being able to take a picture and see the outcome of it and see how it can transform.
I'm in this program because it makes me feel better about myself. I just love helping other people since it's a charity program. So I know like not only am I benefiting myself, but I'm also helping others. So that makes me feel like a good person. I would have to say it's a passion. Since I was a little girl, I always wanted to do modeling. But I knew that my height was like a problem, but I found this program, so I'm doing what I've always wanted to do, so I'm happy.
I'm in this program because I was interested once I found out about it. I wanted to just jump right into this opportunity. I found it to be so wonderful that I actually be a part of something instead of having the door closed on me when I want to join something. I enjoy the fact that you just get to walk down the runway. It's a special moment which all eyes are on you.
Aside from being a modeling program, it's also a self-esteem program. And if any girl like ever has a problem with anything, they can always come and talk to us. You know, I went through an eating disorder for 3 years of high school, and I think being in Shortstack helped me a lot. And I just hope that it does the same for other girls, because I know it did a lot for me.
Back then when I first tried out for Shortstack 4 years ago, I was pretty shy, and now it has really like boosted my confidence. I know that I have experience in this field. I'll be able to do other things that not every normal, everyday teenager does. It has made me like appreciate that self-image is about who you are on the inside and how you portray yourself on the outside. So it's not really about how people view you, it's more about self-beauty. You learn to appreciate yourself.
All the Shortstack girls, they support us in everything. Shortstack has become a family to many of the girls. They're a support system for each other. It's not just a program, but if any of them are struggling with any personal issues, they call each other. It's a sisterhood for them, and I'm always feeling lots of love in the room when they all get together.
There's a lot of girls out there who have self-esteem problems, and I have seen firsthand, one of my greatest joys of being involved in this is the change that comes about these girls when they're in this program. I've seen girls who come in and they're so shy and they don't think they can do this, and they never ever thought it was a possibility, and by the time they walk that runway for the first time and they reach the end and their heads held high, they're changed. They have that self-esteem, they have the confidence they've been looking for, and I get to see that gradually happen. And I think of their runway show actually as a graduation. So it's very important for girls to know that things are possible for them and that they don't have to be stuck because of how they look, what features they have. You know, those things don't matter. You are beautiful for who you are, and everybody wears clothes, and everybody should be able to walk a runway, and that's it.
With society today and with the images that media and everything impose on all of these girls, like, most people probably don't even realize how impactful it is on these girls, that they're looking at these images and thinking that that's what they need to be, and they're not being confident in themselves and loving themselves, and it's damaging them. It's damaging a lot of them. These girls need a place that they can come to and they can learn and they can be themselves and be comfortable and become confident.